I was searching for trainers and knowing that I had to do something. And he was like, man, there's this guy I used to work out with at the Y. I'm telling you, I think you guys would be a good fit. So, I eventually made that call. And then, I popped in here literally the next day and we got started. February 25th, 2019. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Damon Rowden. I was always an athlete in high school, and I wrestled, ran a little track, played football for a year, played all the sports. Got involved in the work life and kind of, went up and down. I guess about 8 years ago, I was doing CrossFit. And, I had some gains, but didn't come with too much nutritional help. And I eventually kind of slid back down into where I was before. So I wasn't doing any kind of fitness, prior to plant-based fitness. And I was searching for something. I knew that, it was time for me to get back. I had to take that part of my life back. I wasn't feeling well, breathing hard and just, stuff hurting. I'm like, nah, man, too young for that. So it was time to make a change. A friend of mine, Don Crisp, he connected me with you. I was searching for trainers and knowing that I had to do something. And he was like, man, there's this guy I used to work out with at the Y. I'm telling you, I think you guys would be a good fit. So, I eventually made that call. And then, I popped in here literally the next day and we got started. February 25th, 2019. I knew that I was going to do it. That it wasn't an issue of whether I was going to do it. I had, over the couple months before, looked at a couple of trainers, looked at a couple people I used to work with back in the day, and they just didn't get back to me. So, it just wasn't meant to be. And when I walked in here, I knew I was going to do it. It was just, I didn't know exactly what I was getting into, but I knew that I had to make a change. It was imperative that I committed to something right now. So I listened to the presentation, and it sounded like something I could do. Black-owned business also, cool vibe, so I just jumped head first. Did a 180 on the diet immediately that day, like cold turkey. That's been a great experience. Great coaches, very pleasant vibe, very positive vibe. Good people to work out with. Whether you come to the class or whether you do one-on-one training or whether you do, a semi-private training, you get a lot of good influence. You get a lot of positive feedback, and it's a place of love. So, it's very easy and comfortable to come in here and be vulnerable enough to talk about some of the things you feel like you need to talk about and really be open about your experiences with your body. And the people will support fellow members and the coaching staff. I was in here sweating and breathing hella hard. I remember I couldn't do the, I think it was a boat hold, because my stomach was pushing up against my lungs and I couldn't breathe, right? But now, I can do it. So I remember thinking back to, some of the stuff that I couldn't do, and now that I'm flexible and strong enough to do. So I'll never forget that day, never forget it. Oh, wow, had some great results. I've lost just under 33 pounds. I have lost almost 9% body fat. I've gained 0.4, 0.5 pounds of muscle over the whole almost 14 months. So, what I would say to folks is that, yeah, it's plant-based and you can get protein from plants. You can supplement with a shake. And throughout this whole journey, all of the weight that I have lost has been fat, right? I have maintained my muscle. I have lost, my cholesterol was high, now it's into the normal range. I lost like 75 points in cholesterol, lost like 70 points in triglycerides in normal range. My A1C was on the borderline, pre-diabetic, went down in the normal range. My LDL dropped in the normal range. So those have been the results from diet and exercise. I would say that you should definitely give it a try. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a change in lifestyle, but it's a challenge. It's a supportive environment. You can get what you need, and you can get the strength and the information to invest into yourself. So you got to be willing to, make the investment into yourself. It's an investment of time. It's an investment of some of your resources. I mean, it's an investment of, your physical and emotional self. To get you thinking like, hey, I don't need to eat these kind of things. And, again, that's still a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I have a challenge with eating things here and there, but if you do, you just get back on the wagon. You just don't go off on a bender for a week. You eat one little thing, okay. Don't punish yourself, just get back on. I would say come and give it a try. Again, you have to be willing to make the investment in your health in order to get the gains. And it starts with just making that first step, and it ends with just being consistently doing things. If you do 10 push-ups a day for 30 days, at the end, you're gonna be stronger than you were in the beginning. So make that first step and try to be consistent. I think I would say I'm going to commit to you that if you would ever see me again, you would see not a regression, you would see an advancement, and that I appreciate the foundation that we've helped to lay on how to eat and how to exercise with just using your body, and how to exercise with changing angles and making things more difficult. I would thank you for that. I would say we laid the foundation on how to eat better and how to live better. And you'll see me grow if you ever got a chance to see me again. I would be in a better place than I am now.